So therefore, I'm very glad that, because the people who I must congratulate Paul Museveni in particular. Because he's the one who made the Smoro something there, which I found, the Kasumoro one, looking like a teen. Karingaka Kevi. I found it there at Makerere. It is the one which, of course, I was already thinking about all that, but I was very happy to see that one of our young scientists had actually moved. And it is from there that we started funding them. And that's why we are now here. Now, regarding the future, I don't see any problem. That $143 million, we shall get it for sure. And we shall also start planning for, because that one will deal with the expansion and completing this one here. Museveni told me that that will enable us to produce 10,000 vehicles a year, because what you have now will produce 2,500. So with the 143 million, we shall be able to produce 10,000. But we need to start on the lithium batteries, because Museveni has told me that lithium battery takes about 60% of the cost of the vehicle. So in order to get all our money here, we must resolve the issue of the lithium batteries made here. I'm talking with a number of investors. They are coming, actually. They are coming in big numbers. We may not even have to use government money only. The investors can bring their own money and share with us. So therefore, really, I congratulate everybody. I congratulate you Ugandans for gaining your confidence and standing on your own. As you have seen, these few steps we have taken, our economy is very stable. The shilling is gaining always against the dollar. You can see it. The shilling is not losing value. Why? Yes, we are still importing, but not too much. Now here, the vertical integration here is still partial. Because what we have now is that we have got skilled scientists who are using imported steel. Because this steel we are using here, we are still importing it. What Museveni was showing us, the tubes, then the sheets which are used to build the bus are still being imported. But soon, with our iron ore, we shall be able to, we have got some steel factories. We have got some steel factories using scrap. But scrap is not good enough for this type of work. Therefore, it is the factory, the new factories we are building. I think we are going to even commission one, ground break for one on the 18th of October. With the presidents of East Africa, they will come in Tororo, so that we start purifying our iron ore, processing our iron ore into the high quality steel, which is what they need here, so that we don't, because the steel imports alone in Uganda are $900 million. You can imagine all that money going out. It is as if the country has no leaders or planners. And you have got planners, commissioner, or I don't know what. What are you commissioning? You are commissioning hemorrhage. There is a disease in the Bible which Jesus talked about. The Banyankole call it a kejuiso. Hemorrhage, where somebody is bleeding, you don't stop. So $900 million is going out to import steel. We have got the best iron ore in the world in Kabale and in Togota area. So why should this happen like that? Now, so the vertical integration, you had Museveni telling you about the batteries. Because these electric vehicles need electric batteries, which are made from lithium. And there's quite a bit of lithium in all these areas, in Tungamo and so on. So we are also going to work on that. So what has happened here is some partial vertical integration, where you have the imported steel using our skilled labor and our electricity to produce these vehicles. This is the beginning. But what is already taking place is the horizontal linkage. Because we have been having transport. Transport is a sector. Transport for human beings, for cargo. It's a whole sector. Consuming a lot of money. But all of it not integrated with the economy of Uganda. Integrated with Japan, integrated with other people. So for the first time, the transport sector is beginning to be integrated with the industries of Uganda in the form of Kiira vehicle plant. Now, once and then it will go into other sectors, because transport is one sector. Then you have education, you have tourism, linkage from ground to up and horizontally. This is what is beginning to happen here. If we do it successfully, we shall save $800 million for steel alone. Because Museveni told you that we are spending $800 million for vehicles imported from outside. Now, this is in addition to the $900 million for steel, because some of the steel is not for vehicles, it is for other things. So you can imagine, all the money we get from coffee goes back. So therefore, it is really a disaster to see what's happening in Africa. You find people are just talking about this, they don't talk about this huge hemorrhage. I have not heard anybody talking about it. The newspapers, this so-called media. What are you talking about? You don't talk about your future, how you can survive. I have not heard anybody talking about the hemorrhage. This is the biggest problem of Africa. Now you can imagine the jobs you are talking about. Those young people whom I found there in the factory, those have jobs now, they are all engineers. where would they be working if we didn't have Kiira now? Where? And you have people calling themselves leaders, calling themselves planners, commissioner of backwardness. It's really so sad. You feel so, and then they are being pampered and flattered by the imperialists because they see they don't know what they are doing, and they will be used to sack our country.